Karen Mall and Chip Dolan.
Yeah.
In my mind I am pacing, my empty hands are restless, anticipating you, a hopeful kind of helpless surprise. We were sitting on the back steps, shucking August corn, with our shoulders touching there, the summer was reborn. Surprise. You can wait for miracles that may never come around, but you won't see a shooting star if you're always looking down. Surprise. Watermelon and endless purple skies. The Milky Way seems brighter now, it's shining through your eyes. Surprise. You can't wait for miracles that may never come around, but you won't see a shooting star if you're always looking down. Ooh, and I've been drifting like a dandelion seed on the wind. Now I'm falling to the ground, the place where love begins. Surprise, surprise. In my mind I am pacing, anticipating you. Thank you. I wrote this song for my sweet daughter. She is 10. She's a theater kid now. She's playing the Scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. She has a rehearsal today, so she couldn't be here with us. She's 10. Ooh. That's what you want. Ready? She stepped in and she joined the show, changed the script forever after. She won hearts wherever we go. She was cuter than me. Yesterday I was center stage, soliloquies and monologues. Then she came to edit every page, and now she's funnier than me. She didn't steal my spotlight. She showed up with her own supply, like a firefly in a summer sky, like the sun. She shines on everyone. Today we play together in every scene, in dialogues that we improvise, but I let her lead the choreography, 'cause she spins faster than me. She didn't steal my spotlight. She showed up with her own supply, like a firefly in a summer sky, like the sun. She shines on everyone. The show. My firefly won't be trapped in any jar. She'll learn much more than I will ever know, but there will always be a role for me. She didn't steal my spotlight. She showed up with her own supply, like a firefly in a summer sky, like the sun. She shines on everyone, like a firefly in a summer sky, like the sun. She shines on everyone. Thank you.
What does she have to say about that?
She likes it. She likes it. She knows she better not be embarrassed. She's not allowed. We're not playing that game. She likes it, and she'll request it even sometimes, yeah.
It's nice that you're recognizing and you're letting her, that she's able to get out there and do her thing.
Oh,
I think
so
that's
great.
marvelous at 10 years of age.
That's great. We've been waiting for the thing that she really, really loves, and theater is...
Isn't she taller than you now?
She's getting there. She's 10 and she looks like she's 14. No, she's 5'2", and loves to wrestle. So, yeah. Excuse me. I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote that is 100% autobiographical, maybe more than any other song that I have about the place where I grew up. 100%. Every detail is true. A corner lot on Hemingway Street, next door to where my grandmother lived. It was my parents' wedding gift, so they built a house to raise 3 kids. The biggest house, the biggest lot of any other on the street. They built a fence and they bought the things they were told a young family would need. Baseball Saturdays in fresh cut grass, the air smelled loud and green. Windex and Clorox and Lemon Pledge kept us disinfected and clean. Bicycle rides with apricot nectar and a turquoise banana seat. Pulaski Park was 3 blocks away at the end of our dead-end street. And New York City was 2 hours away, but it might as well have been across the sea. We never went far on foot or by car from our house on Hemingway Street. Da 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 da. In our backyard on Hemingway Street was a pool and a mulberry tree. I waited all week until my dad had the time to go swimming with me. Mother in her one-piece suit, too beautiful to swim, copper tone and baby oil to toast her olive skin. And there was music and dance and art museums, but they might as well have been across the sea. No, we never went far, not by bike or by car from our house on Hemingway Street. Bloom where you are planted, that's what my mother said to me. Why would anybody leave? Austin, Texas is a plane ride away, but it might as well be halfway to the moon. No, they never go far, not by plane, not by car. No, they hardly ever leave their living room. In the house on the dead-end street, in our house at 3 Hemingway Street. Thank you. True story.
Let's drink.
How about Chip Dolan over there?
I'm nervous. I've never been here before.
Good, that's good. Chip was one of my very first friends when I moved to Austin back in 2000, and he played all over my first record, and it's been a few years, so I'm just delighted to have him by my side again.
Are we in B flat?
Yes, indeed, we are in B flat. I mean, I'm in B flat.
Yeah, I'm
hopefully.
I'm going for B flat.
That's my hope. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy were partners on screen and and off screen for 27 years. And yet they never lived together. And Katharine Hepburn said, you've never heard this story, Chip. Katharine Hepburn said one time, I sometimes wonder if men and women are very suited to each other. I think perhaps it might be better to live next door and visit now and then. This is my imagining of what that would be like. You might ask me how we live in such harmony, though we've been together half of our lives. The secret of success is collaborating less. Independence makes a twosome thrive. My darling lives next door, with all his clothes thrown all over the floor. He says he likes it that way. We're as happy as can be, living together separately. I prefer to be the girl next door. My girlfriend lives next door, with all her clothes folded neatly in drawers. She says she likes it that way. But I love her and she loves me, living together separately. And I'm so glad that she's my girl next door. It's more expensive, but I know I'm free. Free from the burden of trying to make him more like me. Next door, an unconventional family, that's for sure. We like it that way. You and me and baby makes three, living together separately. I prefer to be the girl next door. Oh, I prefer to be the girl, and he's so glad that I'm his girl, and I will always be the girl next door. Thank you. You know what, one of my favorite things is about playing here in the music room. I mean, there are a lot of favorite things, but one of my very favorite things is that Helen sits front and center every time. And you take your seat, and I just know everything is going to be okay. I know you're going to hear everything I say, everything I try to say, and I just adore you.
Oh, well, I adore you too.
Oh, I like this song.
Okay. He likes this one. All right.
It's my favorite too. Whatever it is.
Don't play too much. was 3, I could not tell a lie. Everyone I knew was still alive. My best friend Irene was a few houses down. All the people I loved lived in the same town. I couldn't tell time, it was time that told me when to wake up and how hungry to be. My dad was the handsomest man that I knew, and my favorite art was the pictures I drew. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3, the water was never too cold at the beach. Nothing I wanted seemed out of my reach. I was at home, in or out of my clothes, and a dandelion flower was as pretty as a rose. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3, they say newborn babies know how to swim. New made lovers glow when they begin, but it's the learning of fears, it's the weight of the years that makes us forget who we've been. My big sister and I had not grown apart. No sweetheart had ever broken my heart. I had no regrets, no emotional scars, and no secret reasons for wishing on stars. And the fireworks on that 4th of July were the best ones that I'd ever seen. There was nothing to lose, nothing to fear in a world where my mother was queen. And when I was lost, someone always came looking for me. When I was 3. Thank you.
That was Wildflowers, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's yes. Yes, indeed. I won a contest, Chip, songwriting contest with that song. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I did. At least, I mean, more than one, but the Wildflower contest in Richardson. But a while back.
It's one of my favorite songs I've ever recorded in the thousands we've done. It's truly one of my favorites.
So I would like to invite my good friend Chip Dolan to
Oh, no.
sing a song of his choosing, if you can. You okay over there, buddy?
I'll stop coughing and sticking her.
Okay. I was gonna come up here and play solo, and I ran into Chip last week. I said, "You're not free next Saturday, are you? What do you think about going to the music room with me?"
It's nothing like a last-minute trip to Waxahachie.
And then he said, "Sure, we'll take my car and I'll do all the driving."
Wow.
All right.
Some people, if they're in a car, they would prefer to be driving it. And that's when I'm in a car, I prefer to be driven. So that works out pretty well.
It gives me a sense of control. I don't know if that's true.
That's not true.
Control is an illusion. That's right.
All right. Well, this is a new one for me. I just wrote this about 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to teach it to Karen in the next 15 seconds. Then she's going to play along because she's never heard it. So it's in C. And it's a lot of 4 to 1, 5 to 1. And the chorus will go to the 5. So watch this. Well, I don't miss much, but when I do, I try again and see it through. Some days the fish jump on the line, some days they don't, and I wonder why. Well, I don't hold back, my friends don't mind, they'll cut me slack most of the time. But if I go too far and across the line, to bite my tongue, speak my mind, old friends that come and go, where they are, well, I don't know. Well, every time I think I'm doing just fine, well, I do recall that I miss John Prine. Some folks don't know, some don't care, they just assume, be unaware. Well, it don't take much, just takes time to make things fit and make things right. And I watch the news in the checkout line, it gives me blues about half the time. All the scripted lies and disrespect feels like boots standing on my neck. Old friends come and go, where they are, hell, I don't know. But every time I think I'm doing just fine, I do recall I miss John Prine. Karen. I wish you well, all the best. Chances are we're doing better than the rest. But late at night, with a glass of wine, miss John Prine. Maybe John would tell me not to try so hard. Just let it flow, let it go. I'll sing a song like 23 skidoo. That's what I'll do. Old friends come and go. Where they are, well, I don't know. But every time I think I'm doing just fine, I do recall I miss John Prine. Now here's the last word. So look in on your folks and treat them like you should. Don't tell dirty jokes unless they're really good. Don't take wooden nickels. Thank you and yes ma'am. Play the cards you're dealt. Do the best you can. Well, every time I think I'm doing just fine, I do recall that I miss John Prine. It's called John Prine. At this point, it's just called John Prine. I'm not sure.
Thanks, Helen. Nice
You're
tribute song.
Very nice.
Yeah, he was one of the first casualties of the pandemic, so I never quite got over that. You know, the first one that I knew about anyway. And that was Karen Ma playing lead guitar right there, by the way.
Like y'all been playing that forever.
I got a suitcase full of memories that don't conform to gravity. Flip it upside down, the memories still remain. I lost a cell phone down in New Orleans, and my favorite pair of patched up jeans fell victim to the road somewhere in Maine. And how can we be expected to keep track of things ejected to the ground? When gravity elects to hunt its naturally selected items down. I got a suitcase full of memories of yesterdays and used to be's and photographs that no one ever took. And lately it's been on my mind to call you up or drop a line if only I could find my address book. And how can we be expected to keep track of things ejected to the ground? When gravity elects to hunt its naturally selected items down. When I stop to count the cost of all the stuff I've ever lost, I guess I didn't need it anyway. Between Milwaukee and Eau Claire, I lost a ring my grandma used to wear, but my suitcase keeps the memories just the same. How can we be expected to keep track of things ejected to the ground? When gravity elects to hunt its naturally selected items down, ooh, I won't need them when they lay my body down. 'Cause I got a suitcase full of memories. Thank you. Thank you. That was my mother's favorite song. I realized last spring that my daughter was 9 years old, and suddenly it hit me that 9 is exactly 1/2 of 18. And I thought, she's halfway grown. I thought, I better write that song immediately, because that's got a short shelf life. Not that you're done parenting when your kid is 18, but you can at least boot them out of the house.
Good luck with that.
Until their car breaks down.
They'll need a place to live.
They find you again. We moved 3 times.
Oh. Nice. From a soft place, resting in my arms, she is looking toward the window of womanhood. Still my little girl, but eager to see the world. I have sung her to sleep a few thousand times, listening for the slowing of her breathing. Watching my baby sleep, wishing I could always keep her safe. Halfway grown, halfway flown, they say that it all goes too fast. Only when you're looking back, you can see she's already halfway grown. She is slowing down her playing with Barbie dolls, speeding up her typing on computers. Pierced ears and Lego kits, lip gloss and catcher's mitts. I have worn her on my back for thousands of steps, and now she almost fits in my shoes. A rosebud in the sun, blossoming for everyone to see. Halfway grown, halfway flown, they say that it all goes too fast, but only when you're looking back and you see she's already halfway grown. And I know that it all goes too fast, but only when I'm looking back I can see she's already halfway grown. Thank you. So I know I had to write it quick because now she does fit in my shoes. By the way, she's 10 and she wears size 8 shoes.
Wow.
Yep.
My youngest daughter's 40.
Oh my goodness.
Turns 41 in October, so she fit in your shoes? Oh, no, I don't think it's in your shoes.
I wrote this song. I'm going to sing one more song and take a little break. I wrote this song with Jeff Talmadge. We were on a road trip. We were on a long trip from Wisconsin to Austin, and on the way up on the tour, we were very clever and we had gigs along the way. You know, like you do. You drive a few hours, you play a show. You drive a few more hours, you play another show. Well, we had our last show of the tour in Sister Bay, Wisconsin, and then we had no more gigs. We had to just drive home for 24 hours. So we thought we'd pass the time by writing a song on Post-it notes on the glove box and all over the place. Of course, I was in the passenger seat, of course.
Oh, of course.
And
Driving Miss Karen.
that's right. Yeah, Ken Gaines will tell you all about it. And so the idea for this song came from one of those little inspiring date book thingies where on every page you have a quote. And you rip off the page and tomorrow there's another quote. And the quote for this particular day was, "You don't have to see to the end of the road. You only have to see to the end of your headlights." Good song prompt, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, here's what happened.
Did you want me to play accordion on this?
Yes.
See? See?
Yes, I do.
Did you know this is my presidential accordion?
Go on.
I have a President Clinton's autograph here, and on the back I have Jimmy Carter's.
Wow.
And I had President Bush's on here too. But then Bo Diddley came off a plane once, and I said, "Hey, would you sign my accordion?" And he grabbed the Sharpie and just wrote all over the back, all over the top of President Bush's. So I lost that one. If I see him again, I'll ask him. But you know, he was a good guy. But
I think my signature is on that guitar behind you somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. Mm-hmm.
If it isn't, it will be before the night.
I have a visceral memory of signing that
Well,
guitar.
we have 2 guitars. One was the Hummingbird, and it was black, and I think that one completely filled up.
Oh.
So that replaced it for more signatures. So you may be on the Hummingbird.
Oh, okay. The historian here.
Another one.
In the music room, historian.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helen. You don't have to see beyond the headlights to find your way back home. You don't have to know which way the wind blows to know it chills you to the bone. 15 hours out of Memphis, there's a preacher on the radio. There's a midnight call for your salvation. You got 1,000 miles to go. There's a promise in the night sky, a belief in things you haven't seen. So you're counting down the exits and all the miles that lie between. You don't have to see beyond the headlights to find your way back home. You don't have to know which way the wind blows to know it chills you to the bone. You got a backseat full of doubts and good intentions, and you can't wait to know what's wrong or right. You can't make the time go faster no matter how hard you drive. There is no shortcut on this road tonight. You know the map is not the journey, and you know the sign is not the road. So shine your lights on the highway, keep your hands on the wheel. You will find everything you need to know. So drive all night if you want to, like there's an answer to the questions in your bones. You don't have to see beyond the headlights to find your way back home. Go and find your way back home. Maybe you're already home. Ooh. Well, thank you so much. Hey, I brought